U.S.-based vaccine manufacturers Pfizer and Biontech have announced their vaccine candidate was found to be more than 90% effective in preventing COVID-19 infection. They are now eyeing to produce up to 50 million doses globally, as we hear from PTV's Mark Fitalco.
Experts around the globe continue to take significant steps in the battle against COVID-19. In the United States, a vaccine candidate jointly developed by pharmaceutical giant Pfizer, Biontech, was found to be more than 90% effective in preventing COVID-19 infections in ongoing phase 3 trials. According to initial findings, patient protection was achieved 7 days after the second of 2 doses and 28 days after the first. The company said they continue to gather safety data and expect to seek emergency use authorization from the US FDA by the 3rd week of November. Based on their projections, they expect to produce globally up to 50 million vaccine doses in 2020 and up to 1.3 billion doses in 2021. But according to the US Secretary Fortunato de la Peña, the said vaccine still needs to undergo clinical trials here in the country.
Kung sila ay magsasagawa ng clinical trials dito sa atin, dadaan sigurado sa ating vaccine expert panel yung kanilang datos na na-gather at doon mabe-verify kasi yung 90% na in-announce nila, sila ang nag-announce, hindi naman natin paalam ang detalye, hindi natin alam yung data na nagsusuporta diyan.
According to Vaccine Czar and National Task Force on COVID-19 Chief Implementer Secretary Carlito Galvez Jr., Pfizer is one of the top 5 contenders in the US, with whom the Philippines has a bilateral arrangement with. To recall, the US has already expressed willingness to prioritize our country when vaccines are available.
Through Pfizer and other companies like Moderna, ay meron po tayong tinatawag na tsaka yung Novavax, meron po tayong tinatawag na initial arrangement with the UST and our vaccine of expert.
Galvez said the supply of COVID-19 vaccines in the Philippines would be available from May to July next year. But on a worst-case scenario, availability would be by the end of 2021 until the first quarter of 2022. The Vaccine Czar added the Philippines plans to procure an initial 50 million doses of the vaccine for the priority sectors, including health workers, medical frontliners, essential workers, indigent and senior citizens, and other vulnerable sectors.
Gusto ni Presidente lahat na makunahan. Pero siyempre, maraming variables dito. Unang-una, kaya bang ang global supply? Kaya bang tugunan yung demand? So dahil meron mga limitations, ay kailangan magkaroon ng prioritization.
Meanwhile, the Philippines is also negotiating with the United Kingdom's AstraZeneca, which according to Galvez offers the most affordable vaccine, costing only $5 per dose.
Ngayon po ang negotiation po natin ay tinitingnan po natin na magkaroon po tayo ng access na at least 3 to 5 million, pero inano po namin na magkaroon pa tayo ng at least mga 10 million po na doses para sa ating mga frontliners.
Mark Fitalco for The Nation.